a team that surprised us as well. Again, obviously the game did not end up counting, but RIP was a team that surprised us.
That southwest all the way to the northeast around the Comiskey region. We'll see who decides to go where. South George remaining empty for most of today has been interesting to see. We'll see if anyone decides to head that way. Maybe some adjustments coming after the first couple of games. And that's that for now. So we'll see where everyone gets out to. Looks like Ghost is going to opt to jump out early once again. Maybe headed towards that Primorsk area, trying to get as much vision as possible.
Looks like Defy is going to be starting a player down in this game as well. Not sure what happened to them, but they are going to be one short, so certainly not the best way to start things off here. But it does look like we have a little bit of a split coming out from Ghost. Balak and McCoy moving a bit further north than their teammates, who are kind of sitting on the southern end here by Primorsk. So split loot strategy coming out from Ghost.
Yeah, for now, it looks like they're going to try and get around the Gatka region. Will Balak and McCoy maybe trying to collect some vehicles, as Turtle and Profi will be in the Primorsk area. Space Station hanging around Ferry Pier will be easy for them. Looks like they might have some company. Maybe they are concerned about a hot drop. They're already vacating the immediate Ferry Pier area. So that's going to be a bit of a tough go for Space Station start. And TSM, again, opting for the ruins. So that's something that they're going to be sticking with. And Wildcard headed up to Severny. And we will get an opposite circle as to what we saw last game. Again, a lot of play zone area coming out immediately and not a lot of real estate.
Yeah, TSM and Noble actually fairly close to each other as well. Depending on which route they take for their rotations, may meet up with each other here at some point. As we hop on over to team number 15, that is going to be it's going to be RIP. That was actually one of the teams that surprised us in the first game that we watched out of these guys. They are over by Yasnaya, sharing that with mixed results, team mixed results. They're both going to be in there looting.
So for Yasnaya, they will be sharing that with mixed results, like you just mentioned. AGF Ranger, we saw him in game number 1. We'll see if RIP can match the success we saw from them under different circumstances this time around. But for RIP, I liked what I saw from them in game number 1. They have a decent loot area to deal with. And for now, looking at the map and the way everything has lined up as far as loot is concerned, South George, again, devoid of everybody. That we will see Team 7 headed to North George. Like I mentioned, Wildcard up in Severny. But we will be seeing map pressure mounting again on a very drastic first circle, some of which is outside the map entirely. So for Noble, they played well in game number 1, but all for naught. That we will see now Noble running around in Razak.
That's right.
Trying to get their loot going.
So we'll see. They're taking their dandy old time. Just, oh, look, the whole town, free pickings. Easy money. But hanging out in Razak, we'll see where they move. Again, they are pretty close to TSM, so depending on those rotations, they may be meeting up fairly soon.
I'd be interested to know why TSM is choosing the ruins for their initial drop spot. It looks like they do have access to the Watertown area to an extent as well. So that's an interesting first choice, considering that South George has been empty twice in a row, at least in this lobby for now. Maybe just the strategy they want to stick with. We can already see some teams doing the early rotation. Not sure if edge strategy is going to be as viable with this circle as we've seen in the past. That north end of the map, not very good to kind of hang out there. But we will see how teams decide to handle this. Team 6 down on the military base, along with Team 22 and Team 10. So getting into this current play zone from Nova will be important, but not immediately necessary for Team 6.
Yeah, they are hanging out down in Nova.
I love this. It reminds me of like a helicopter. It's like, Tom, we've got TSM. They're looting here. It looks like they're ransacking every single building, these rascals.
Down. Please help.
Yeah, there's no one there, but
no one to help.
I love the helicopter shots. Regardless, so TSM, you know, doing fairly well so far. They had the first couple of groups they've actually stomped, so they've been playing well, and with solid FPS in addition to Rari, it's a new look team for them. Really break and smack the only men left standing from the original roster.
Now that you say the helicopter shot thing, I just can't get over it.
Imagining like the news reporter
Yep.
following a vehicle being
Town's
chased by
been
police.
flooded.
Yeah, the town's been flooded. Looting is occurring. It's all happening.
Absolute mayhem. up
Absolute
here.
mayhem.
Yeah, that's right. Solid FTS. So part of the mayhem, also a big part of this team on the side of TSM as he hops around from roof to roof. Also quite proficient at parkour, it seems.
Yeah, he's a pro.
Absolute pro. But
Space Station looks like they are going to receive some pressure from CU. When is the team name? So anyone who includes a question mark in their team name should be automatically disqualified.
you really emphasized the question mark on there too. Letting them know.
So yeah, they've been kind of split up here. Has Space Station Gaming getting chased out of Ferry Pier? So that is something you have to deal with, where you just sometimes get your loot spot taken away from you. Ghost still split, as far as I can tell. Primorsk and the Gatka region, chosen ground for them.
No one really occupying much of that western side of the map, so they've had free pickings on that so far. As you see Space Station Gaming getting their looting in, gonna hop in the car and get out of Dodge.
Absolutely. So for Noble, they were receiving some pressure in rotation. Looks like they're going to be headed to the circle early as well. Lipovka, no one there just yet, and now we will see within the next couple of seconds here that first transition about to occur.
There they go. Ooh. Riding on the side wheels there, but they are starting to make their way into the next circle here. You got Team 8, who's actually Team Gold. Team Gold that are going to be potentially meeting up with Smack here in just a second. Ooh, this could be, if they spot him, it could be dangerous for Smack, but I think he may be able to sneak through here potentially without being seen. I know he is looking over to the buildings. He has a suspicion that these guys are here. Oh, yep. Sees him get in the car. He's going to light him up with a few shots.
Nice shots.
Ooh, did get the knock on one. The res should come through from Plushy.
Nope.
Oh, okay. See you later, bro.
We out. You're on your own.
We out.
So Rich now being left. That is one down for Team Gold. Gold Standard?
Standard?
I believe it was.
Sure.
Something like that. Regardless, Plushy is long gone. Smack is going to go try and finish that kill. He's being a little cautious. Got the UMP at the ready. And, I'm going to say it. I guess the choice of pros everywhere, the UMP, best gun in the game, question mark?
Yeah. A new meta.
He dropped all his stuff. He's like, just leave me alone, please.
Please give me my
making it
life. Oh, yep, nope. Smack, no remorse.
No remorse. Now he's like, well, you made it easy for me to loot.
Easy.
Something that we've seen in a couple of different instances, what I think is hilarious is that when players get down, is they will make an effort to hide important items.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like if it's an 8x scope or something like that, a valuable item, they'll crawl into a bush or under a tree, leave a scope by itself, and then pile all their other items somewhere else. So they're essentially denying the enemy when they go down. But it's those little metagame things that are so interesting about this game type.
Yeah, next level strats right there, helping out the other teams. Not the one that killed you, but there you go. Noble, actually.
Break, are you trying to tell me you can't afford any other skin other than the orange UMP?
Nah.
And the beige M16? Can we get Break like some help or something? He's got to have. Maybe this is the wrong account or something. No, he's got the partner jacket. Break, come on, man. What's going on here?
Chat, help him. He needs help.
He's got the bandana. He's got the partner jacket, and you're rocking the orange UMP.
Yeah, he thinks it's fashionable.
It's gross.
Yeah. Hear that, Break? Moses
Get a silver plate at the very least. Come on, man.
Get with it.
All right, so we have looks like a bunch of dead bodies.
Man, it's a graveyard.
A couple of people being rezzed. And it looks like Team 15 has survived whatever has occurred to them. They've got 4 kills. We are down. We're missing a team, so I'm going to imagine that a gunfight has occurred in this area.
Maybe.
I'm actually looking to see, is Noble still? Yeah, Noble's still alive. So we'll figure it out when we see the team tracker. We will see who was eliminated. But regardless, that transition now forced to be happening as Noble actually is relatively close to whatever the hell happened here.
Yeah, man, I don't know. It's mayhem, whatever it was, and you will see. It looks like Team 16 or something may have been claimed victim to
or something.
Yeah.
They got blown up by Team 15 or something.
Yeah. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Really. That's Team 15.
Oh,
so.
no, Team 15's up there. Oh, okay, maybe that's
Team 15.
It's Team 16 or something was eliminated. Team 15 is the one that killed them.
They were the
R.I.P. or something.
yeah. I mean, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dear God.
Throw water on this joke.
Please
Died
help.
on the vine.
Please help.
So Space Station Gaming rotating around on top of a rocket. Smurf, the tallest member of Space Station Gaming.
Is that real?
Yep.
Oh.
I only make up 50% of what I say.
I was gonna say I never know with you sometimes. I never know.
So as far as Space Station Gaming is concerned, they have a decent spot on this side of the hill. We'll actually see TSM arriving late. They will be playing the edge on the western side of the map. We will see our second transition occurring here fairly shortly. Ghost has actually gone all the way up as my line is not. There we go. There she
hello,
is.
line.
It's come all the way up this way, so they found them. Well, I guess it was more like this way, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
They've come from the very far south, have reconvened, and now will wind up in the Stallbur area. So I did mention that it's a harder region to hold on to, which is why they're going to be the only team up that way. However, Wildcard coming from Severny have made their way this way as well. So they have arrived on scene, still in vehicle, not sure where they're going to stop. Affinity is there as well. So all the experienced teams opting for the edge strategy, and we see why as the middle is now starting to light up a little bit like a Christmas tree.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of action there, and the next circle actually just going to condense that middle section even further. You got some boat gangs out here.
Boat gang, boat gang, boat gang.
New song also coming. You can find that on Moses' YouTube channel.
Yeah, absolutely.
This summer.
Yeah, great.
Here we.
I try not to rap very often.
Oh man, come on! I know you got it. You got it in you.
So this is Team 6 making landfall from the boat, and it looks like Team 18. We've seen them in the boats prior, I believe. I'm not sure if that was a different lobby, but either way, they're going to offer that long trek around. As we see Team 6, that is Honey Badger Nation on the way through. And it's Schwab.
Hey.
William Schwab.
Hello, Schwab. But here we got Immaculate GG. Louis. His teammate is down currently. Waiting to see if he's got anyone pushing in onto him though before he makes the decision to go for the res.
Doesn't look like Black on Zero is in a position to protect the res.
No.
Carm Baby holding on in the defensive position. Looks like they are not willing to press out to try and finish this off. Is Team 22? That's William Schwab trying to prevent anyone getting from their compound. But there is Wildcard arriving on scene.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have some company here in a minute. It's Team 11 Immaculate. They might just get sandwiched here, depending on how Wildcard wants to play this. They are out of the house, actually seeing 12 there.
Trying to steal that kill, or finish that kill, I should say. And looking at this circle, we have seen most of the water come out of the play zone. So with that in mind, it should be relatively better for TSM, who now find themselves with a very wide open western side of the play zone. There is a three-way team fight kind of developing here. No need to move just yet, as everyone here is in the current play zone. But guess who it is? Here comes Ghost as well. And the mansion area is heating up.
Ooh, yes. Trifling. Shots going up. On to hunt him. But no real vision on it. Also, Noble getting into it in Lipovka at the moment. As you can see, some of the kills coming through on the feed up there. They were getting into it with CUN.
CUN?
CUN? Question mark.
So for Wildcard, they're just kind of gingerly making their way into this mansion compound, now occupied by three separate teams. Ghost did make it all the way through, and it is now Noble doing a quick hit and run here on to Team 18. Again, that is CUN.
CUN, that's right. Who knows when we're going to see him.
They've got him zoned here. So Edak and Godspeed, the last two men standing. Boom and Masternook already down. And Team 18 does have the man advantage, as Ghost is getting engaged with a couple of other gentlemen over from Hooligans. But right now, a lot of space actually on this map.
Yeah, a surprising amount of room actually. These teams do have some real estate to work with. Again, Edak and Godspeed there. Hanging out over in these warehouses. They do have CUN nearby. And they are aware of each other's presence. Got into a gunfight earlier, but for now, just trying to get any extra resources that they can before engaging in another fight.
Here's Ghost in the divot, a nice spot. I mean, these little divot areas around the map are well used by pro players. You can see around this region, specifically around that open warehouse, there's a few Ghosts using this particular one. They've got their vehicles all hidden in there. They're out of line of sight from every direction. A nice little hold for some passive play as we have seen this circle transition again. We will be moving closer to Lipovka, so we will see TSM having to push further away from the edge of that zone. They're going to have to come in around this area. I would not be surprised if they decided to maybe come a little bit north. There is not a lot in the way of compounds around that whole area, but for the most part, again, a lot of teams did not have to move very far. There will be a few more making their way in around the north. You can already see this might be an issue, as it looks like Affinity is going to be coming down this way and TSM is going to be coming up this way. So we might have a bit of a clash here on our hands, depending. But Smack is just going to scout for his team and see what they can find out.
Yeah, let's see it now. 15 and 10, both right next to each other here. It's RIP closing in onto them. They're just playing aggressive straight into them. They do have the man advantage. They're just going to light them up. Smeagol does get knocked, but he should be able to get rezzed here as well. Zan is crawling for dear life. No mercy.
No, that's going to be a nice trade for them, not losing anyone there. Dropping the meds, knowing that his round is over. Zan the Legend doing his best to crawl away. But that is 2 down. Kodiak, Chris, and it looks like 1 more are in prison as well, but they are not able to help their teammates. Wildcard has now circled all the way around the mansion area, and it has their sights set on Immaculate GG.
These guys have been like staking this out for such a long time here. Trifly actually getting knocked down, but you see everyone quite hesitant to be the first to really engage these fights over in this area. They've been staring at each other for basically the past 5 minutes. Kodiak, Chris.
It looks like he's decided that he's going to be playing the rest of this game on the sidelines. He's got his level 1 helmet, his level 3 vest, and he's going to become one with the rocks as RIP on the rocks above him has wiped out the rest of his team. Nothing he can really do for now. He's playing for placement.
Yeah.
And it looks like that mansion area is going to just kind of simmer for a little while. There's no need to move just yet, again, because the mansion is still in the circle. However, in these situations, if the circle shifts all the way south, everyone's going to have to move at the same time. That's when things get a little bit dicey. But right now, there's just no good way for any of these guys to displace another team. Wildcard just has to be careful not to get picked apart.
Yep, they're going to hang tight, certainly for now. They've got a lot of guys staring them down.
So it looks like Affinity and TSM have met on the battlefield. And you can see up on your top right there, Solid FPS did finish one.
Ooh, Noble coming in. Oh, Edak. Oh, no, they both end up getting taken down. I thought they were going to be able to get the better of that fight, but Badass Bomb saving the day for his team. He's going to get both of these reses and keep them alive. Here comes Grizzly Mallard in with the transportation to get the boys back to the next area as well. Badass Bomb making some big plays for Honey Badger Nation onto Noble there.
That was a nice play from them. That having Noble, the last 2 members coming out there, that was the best way it could have gone. Unfortunately for Noble, not the result they would have wanted, going out in 19th place. Meanwhile, it is still TSM and Affinity. It looks like Affinity had to back off as TSM did inflicted 2 casualties on them. Again, this mansion area, relative stalemate for now, as we see Space Station Gaming engaging on the southern end of the play zone.
Ooh, things are going to get dicey up here in Mansion, though, in just a little bit once this circle starts closing in.
Yeah, we have seen another shift of the play zone. It is now centering around the prison area, so this is going to be good for RIP. They have secured that top end of the prison rock area. Ghost shooting at the remnants of Affinity, who are now down to 1. Is only Little Joker 113. We can see here TSM looting the remnants of their kills. But for now, it looks like Affinity is going to barely hang on to this thing, driving right into the center of prison. And here comes another squad headed right towards TSM. They are going to hear that vehicle on the road, and that's all men in one vehicle.
Whoa.
This could be a huge pickup for TSM if they can land some shots, but it looks like they were headed to their vehicle and weren't able to do anything.
Ooh, this is something here. You can see 22. That's William Schwab heading out in the hut here. Turtle's going to take some shots as well. This car that's just whizzing on by. He is going to land a couple of them as well, but able to get any sort of kill. Ghost just using this hill as a little bit of cover from the players around them, but they do have quite a number around them here. Team 22, as I said, William Schwab behind them, but they do have the cover of the hill just hanging out for the time being. Everyone working their way into the middle.
You can see Ghost. I'm not sure if they're aware. Well, actually, Profi's clearly aware of the fact that William Schwab, the rest of Team 22, have taken this shack. They've got them hemmed in there, but Ghost is dealing with other areas as well, shooting into the smoke. As we see RIP still dealing with that top end of the prison. Lots of action around the map. TSM has actually decided to rotate south along the edge of the play zone. They're going to be headed right into the middle of Team 17 and Team 20. Space Station Gaming held on the south as well, but look at that prison. It is filled with a bunch of different teams.
Oh, yeah. We are going to have some action here, and it looks like Team 6, that's Honey Badger Nation, they may be coming up to join the party there as well, so we may be seeing a lot of action going down in prison here in just a little bit. Ghost is trying to finish off their fight, but maybe joining that one there. Team 22 up at the top. Outside the hut.
There's nothing they can do, really.
Yeah.
Ghost is held outside. They're playing full defensive, and they are in the play zone for now, howbeit on the edge. TSM has made their way down to the middle of the rotation that they were trying to get through, but have stopped on the edge of the play zone. I think they might have heard or seen Team 17 below them. Space Station Gaming also there holding onto the zone. They are pressuring Team 17. So for now, it's all about cruise control for TSM. They've got a lot of space to their north, but that prison area is absolutely filled. And you can see, again, looking at the squads involved, all of the pro teams that we've seen a lot from in the past are holding onto the edge as we see McCoy throw a grenade and destroy everyone inside that shack. They snuck up around the side. McCoy picking up a huge grenade, a ton of kills there, as we see some team killing occurring elsewhere.
Oh, hello.
It's a true holy man shooting down Poppy Gordo.
It's not so holy, if you ask me. Come on, bruh. And then, well, let's see. It's still got some action going on over here by the prison. Team 12, that's mixed results. They're hanging out on the ground floor. Louis is just inside of this building here, along with Old Joker, actually. They're both hanging out inside the building. Meanwhile, Smurf picking up the kill.
Going to stay on the prison from the looks like. We've seen another circle shift here. The prison is going to stay in the play zone. The edge strategy is going to be the choice of all of the pro teams so far who have been around the edges. And there they are again. There is TSM. They do have, they are underground if you're wondering where they are. They're in the shelter area. That's Team 17 down below them. So TSM is now going to be concerned if they know they're down there, who might be coming out of the holes.
Let's see. Rari. Got that Car 98 in hand. Gonna be working along with the rest of TSM as they're shifting themselves into the play area now. Yeah, Team 17 is below them on the map, as you can see, but not really deciding to contest or really pick a fight with TSM, at least for the time being. We may end up seeing that, though, in just a little bit. Team 17 is actually also electing to kind of take a southern rotation to get in there, albeit very, very slow from them. Louis taking the fight with Little Joker inside of this building. Does have that UMP in hand. It's going to be good for trying to clear out some of this space.
So mixed results. Team 12 trying to make their way up the stairs, trying to displace the last man standing from Infinity. This is Little Joker throwing some grenades down the stairs. Is actually a Louis there as well. So this is 3 separate teams, 2 solos, 1 full squad who are trying to take over this very important prison compound. Choosing to stay in the prison in this instance is a little strange. Well, I mean, the circle might favor it. Still, they are close to the center. But if it shifts away to the west or east, getting out of the prison would be very difficult, especially considering RIP as well as Honey Badger Nation are held up on the rocks above them.
Yeah, it will be very, very difficult. So we'll see where the next one goes. But TSM now was also getting their shots in to the team to their south. You can see Not Hacking TV ends up getting down there as they continue to press forward.
And here come the gentlemen out of the shelter, and they're going to get wiped by TSM. That's another 2 kills for them. That SLR doing work from Rari. That is Team 17 being completely, the Savages being completely eliminated. The battle for the prison building is ongoing. Louis being forced up.
Oh.
He's surrounded and downed. He does get one, but Louis will be finished off. Now for Little Joker on top of this thing, he has the potential to play a spoiler here because I'm not sure if they're aware he's up there.
Yeah, this is...
Got the AK too.
Yeah, he does. This is gonna be tricky. He's just holding his position. See if they actually go and try to push him there. I thought KMK89 was gonna move up the stairs and check the top of the roof, but so far he's just holding his ground. I think he's more focused on the people at the top of the rocks there.
Joker might just be able to stay there.
Yeah.
Like if they decide not to check the roof, they might like, I mean, it would be dangerous to go onto the roof considering everyone above them on the rocks. RIP is going to be able to rotate around and get on the entrance of the prison, so they could potentially play gatekeepers for those trying to escape. Team 6, that is Honey Badger Nation on the top of the rocks there as well. Little Joker is going to opt to stay perfectly still, but meanwhile, TSM has been doing a good job of rotating around the edge of the play zone, but Ghost is in a strange spot here. They're going to have to try and get into this next zone through a couple of different teams.
Little Joker continuing to hold his position here. I don't know if they're going to go up there and check it. I think they're going to leave it. In which case, he'll have some time to just hang out here. Meanwhile, gunfire ringing all over the place here. Ghost Balak, he's getting taken down. Some trades happening back and forth. So we hop on board with Rari here. Got the K98 in hand. And that's 6X.
Looks like he's using, I can't say, is that is the M4 Car 98 combo, the classic.
That's right.
Ooh, Break going down, getting shot from McCoy in transition. Break with the headshot. That's going to be his helmet destroyed as McCoy hits and runs as Ghost is making their transition across the road. That man still, I think he's still believing he's driving a vehicle.
Like, hello?
That's rigor mortis setting in.
Yep. Oh,
He's
boy.
at the ready, staring at the sky.
He's like ready to drive. Come on, put me in, coach.
A Break being rezzed. That's 7 total kills for TSM. We're focusing now on Team 6. This is Honey Badger Nation on top of the rocks, looking down onto the remnants of RIP, trying to get an angle onto Teflon.
And there's Little Joker.
And there's a Little Joker chilling.
He's still just chilling.
No one can see him
sunbathing.
you can't see him from the rocks, but oh, there's Ghost. Now it's Honey Badger Nation.
Oh, he's out in the
Looking
open.
for the headshot, and it will land as Profi goes down. Ghost not having an easy time. This was the concern.
Yep.
He's getting across all these teams. TSM has smartly moved uphill, but Space Station is quietly held on in full strength at the southern end of this play zone. And they're not going to check the roof, is Team 12.
No, I don't think they are. Little Joker just is going to be content to sit here all day long. Badass bomb. Also amongst the rocks with the rest of the...
Now it's going to be Space Station. Sorry, interrupting.
Oh, no, you're good.
It's TSM versus Space Station Gaming. See if we can take a glimpse of that. It is going to be a 4v4 team fight from 2 of the bigger names in this lobby. And this is still for 9th place right here. They have to be careful. Nades coming out. Smack maybe looking to be rezzed. And looking like it's Fizzle there as well, the solo. And we will see this actually come all the way out of prison now, so it's going to be super important for TSM and Space Station to, as we see Vexel go down to solid FPS, it's going to be important for them to try and stay alive here as all these guys in the prison are going to murder each other in transition.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of teams moving all at once. You can see already a couple of members from Honey Badger Nation starting their rotation. 2 hanging behind, though, at least for now. And they're going to wrap all the way around to this southern end.
Vexel's down. Looks like they can't do anything about that, but TSM has either heard or seen the rotating Team 4 below them. That's Hooligans. They have now been stopped 20 seconds before the circle begins to move. and we're going to see an absolute bloodbath here as the prison is going to come all the way out of the play zone. If they're in that bowl, there's only one exit, and it's only on one side of the map. So little joker Kodiak Chris, who's been camping his brains out since the beginning of this game, they're all going to be stuck down there. So it's going to be now Hooligans playing gatekeepers as Ghost is staying active as well.
Oh, this is tough. Kodiak Chris getting lit up the second he comes out of the building.
Trouble.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, nice flash. Smack's
Wow.
completely blind. Smack's completely blind and down. Oh,
Oh, solid FPS, able
good
to pick it up.
recovery. Wow. That was a nice flash, but unfortunately, that is Space Station Gaming being eliminated, I believe, unless there's no, that is Space Station Gaming being eliminated. But Team 6, Honey Badger Nation on rotation, trying to follow up with this fight.
Let's see how they handle it. Little joker.
And there's the MVP play zone coming.
That's right. Here we go. Just trying to run up the hill there is Hooligans, as well as Hunt 'em. Oh, that grenade comes through.
TSM's in trouble.
Yeah,
They're getting a
two of
lot
their players
pressure.
knocked right now.
Yeah, they have a lot of pressure coming their way. Smack is now out. Break and Rory down. It's up to solid FPS. I think they're going to try and likely play for placement here as Break is going down very quickly. Rory is as well. And now it's going to be the last man standing from mixed results. All of Hooligans and all of Honey Badger Nation with only solid FPS remaining from TSM. But they have secured themselves that all-important top 5 finish.
That's right. That's the real big one that matters. But again, solid FPS, as you were saying, he's just really trying to get as far along in this game as he can. He's going to try and stay out of the way of all these other teams taking shots at each other. Content to hang out here for now. Team 6, that's Honey Badger Nation. They have the high ground at the moment in comparison to the rest on top of the hill. For now, rotating back up. His badass bomb. Ooh. Does he see him?
Hunt 'em. That's now the top 3. It's going to be Hooligans, Honey Badger Nation, and Solid FPS, who is very happy to sit here and wait as we see now the initial barrage come out. And that is complete white Hooligans immediately. So now it is a 1v3. Solid FPS has done his best and now tries to clutch in the open, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen as Honey Badger Nation takes this game, eliminating TSM, who